They say the eyes are the windows to the soul, but when it comes to the chosen ones, their eyes are not just windows, they are portals, gateways, mirrors that reflect not just your face, but your spirit, your sins, your potential, your pain. Gazing into the eyes of a chosen one isn't like locking eyes with an ordinary person. It's a spiritual transaction. One glance can change the course of your life, for better or for worse. This is not a metaphor. It is a truth you must approach with caution, reverence, and deep spiritual awareness. Chosen ones walk this world carrying a divine frequency. When you cross paths with one, the encounter is already sacred. But if you look directly into their eyes, know this: you are stepping into a realm of energy you may not be ready for. If this message found you at the exact time you needed it, type 1111 in the comment section for divine blessings and alignment. And don't forget to subscribe, because these aren't just videos, they're confirmations. You are not here by chance. This is your spiritual signal. 1. You will see yourself, and you might not like it. Looking into the eyes of a chosen one is not like meeting someone in passing. It's not casual, not light, and not forgettable. Their eyes are not mirrors in the usual sense, they are spiritual scanners. What they reflect is not how you appear to others, but who you really are beneath the masks. The confident version you present to the world, the filtered, curated personality you've perfected over time, that melts away in seconds. Suddenly you're confronted with the raw, unhealed, wounded version of yourself, the one you've been avoiding, hiding, suppressing. Some people cry uncontrollably when this happens. Others become angry or defensive, feeling violated, exposed, even though the chosen one has said nothing. Because the truth hurts, and few people are prepared to face it so nakedly. It's like being stripped of all illusion. The things you tried to convince yourself didn't matter, your envy, your insecurity, your pride, your fear, start shouting for recognition. Their gaze doesn't judge you, but it does force you to meet your true self, perhaps for the first time in years. And that's terrifying. It's like standing in front of a spiritual X-ray machine. You can lie to the world, you can lie to your friends, you can lie to your therapist, but you cannot lie to their eyes. That's why some people avoid eye contact with a chosen one altogether, because deep down, they know that gaze will tear away every lie you've wrapped yourself in, and they're just not ready for that kind of nakedness. 2. Your hidden guilt will be exposed. It starts subtly, a shift in your chest, a sudden discomfort in your gut. Your smile starts to feel forced. You fidget, you avoid their eyes even though they haven't said a single condemning word. You're not being accused, yet you feel accused. That's the power of a chosen one's gaze. It activates your conscience without permission. It's as if the things you've buried, your betrayals, your lies, the people you hurt without making amends, begin to rise up from the depths of your soul like smoke seeping out of cracks in the floor. The guilt you thought you had outrun suddenly suffocates you. It doesn't matter how much therapy you've done, or how many times you've tried to justify your actions. Their eyes reach parts of you that even your deepest self-reflection never accessed. And it's not that they're trying to make you feel bad. That's not their goal. Their energy simply vibrates on a higher spiritual frequency, and anything that isn't aligned with truth and righteousness gets exposed in their presence. You may feel like confessing, you may feel like running. Either way, you will feel something. A chosen one doesn't have to preach. Their mere presence preaches. Their silence becomes a sermon. And their eyes? They become a confession booth for your spirit. You suddenly realize that karma isn't always delayed. Sometimes it arrives in the form of a human who sees through you completely, and no mask or excuse can protect you from that spiritual unveiling. 3. A strange peace will fall over you. After the chaos, after the emotional storm of being seen so deeply, there comes a shift, a calming presence, a kind of silence that is not empty but sacred. It's like walking into a cathedral when no one else is inside. You feel something ancient, something holy surrounding you. The energy of the chosen one doesn't just expose you, it also heals you, if you let it. That's why people who meet a true chosen one often describe a surreal calm, as if the world paused and their soul finally had space to breathe. Your anxiety quiets, your racing thoughts slow down, your burdens feel lighter. You may not understand it logically, but your spirit does. It recognizes that it's in the presence of someone who is spiritually clean, someone who has gone through fire and come out purified, someone marked by God. And whether you believe in that or not, your soul knows truth when it encounters it. There is no manipulation, no control, just peace. And this peace doesn't come from the person. It flows through them from a higher source. That's why it's not hypnotism or charm. It's an anointing. It's divine energy. It feels like spiritual gravity, drawing your pain out of hiding and replacing it with a gentle stillness. For those whose hearts are sincere, even if broken, that gaze becomes a balm, a moment of sacred pause. And once you've felt it, even for a few seconds, you'll find yourself yearning for it again. Not because of them, but because of who you became in their presence, your true self. 4. You'll either be drawn or disturbed. There's no neutrality when it comes to a chosen one. Once you lock eyes with them, you will be affected, positively or negatively, but never indifferently. Their spiritual frequency is too high for apathy. Some people describe an unexplainable pull, like a magnetic force drawing them closer. These people feel safe, understood, even if no words are exchanged. They see the chosen one and think, I don't know what it is, but I need to be around them. On the other hand, others feel instantly irritated, even hostile. Something about them just feels threatening, not physically but spiritually. That's because light always exposes darkness, not in a condemning way, but in a revealing way. And when people are not ready to deal with their shadows, their jealousy, lies, shame, they instinctively push away the person who triggers those hidden wounds. The chosen one's gaze becomes a mirror, and if you're not ready to see your reflection, it can feel unbearable. That's why they often experience extremes. Either people idolize them or vilify them, love them or fear them. There's rarely a middle ground. Their energy awakens something primal, something sacred, or something suppressed. But make no mistake, that reaction isn't about them, it's about you. It's about what their presence activates within you. Are you ready to grow, or are you still clinging to your illusions? Whatever the case, one thing is certain: the chosen one leaves an imprint on your spirit. You don't meet them and forget them. You either evolve or retreat. 5. You'll feel like they know everything about you. You may have just met them, no names exchanged, no background given, but the moment your eyes meet, something unsettling happens. You feel read, exposed, known. It's not because they know your personal story. It's not because they Googled you or made assumptions. It's because they are tuned in on a spiritual level. Their intuition is not a skill, it's a gift, a divine sense that pierces through the superficial and zones in on essence. You can't fake your energy around a chosen one. Your words might lie, but your spirit won't. And they read that spirit like an open book. You may think you're hiding your pain behind a smile, but they see it. You may think your confidence masks your insecurity, but they feel it. Their gaze makes you wonder, how do they know? I haven't said anything. That's the thing, you don't have to. Your soul has already spoken, and they listen in frequencies most people ignore. You'll feel like someone just looked into your file cabinet, where all your secrets are stored, and didn't even need permission. But strangely, you won't feel violated. You'll feel understood, maybe even relieved. Because deep down, we all long to be truly seen, not judged, just seen. And when a chosen one looks into you, it's not about power, it's about presence. You'll walk away shaken, but strangely grateful. Because someone finally saw you. Not your mask, not your performance, but the real you. And whether or not you admit it, that's what you've always wanted. 6. You'll start to remember who you really are. There's something deeply mystical about locking eyes with a chosen one. In that instant, it feels less like a meeting and more like a remembering. You don't just see them, you see yourself. Not the version of you that's shaped by trauma, conditioned by society, or bound by fear. But the original you, the you that existed before pain, before betrayal, before you started shrinking to fit in. It's like their eyes send a spiritual signal to your soul saying, come back, you've been gone too long. And for a moment, you remember. You remember your purpose. You remember that your life isn't just a series of problems, it's a divine assignment. You remember your gifts, your voice, your light. Their gaze becomes a doorway back to your true self. It's not hypnosis, it's a soul awakening. Some cry when it happens, some feel overwhelmed with emotion, some feel a strange nostalgia for something they can't even name. That's because your spirit is reconnecting with its blueprint, the version of you that was always meant to be. Not the one others shaped, but the one God designed. The chosen one doesn't give you anything new, they just help you remember what you forgot. And that's why their presence feels both comforting and uncomfortable. Because the truth is, you've been gone from yourself for too long. And looking into their eyes brings you home, not to them, but to you. 7. Time will feel like it stops. It could be 2 seconds, maybe 5, but it feels like an eternity. When your eyes meet a chosen one's, everything else fades. The noise, the background, the distractions. You're no longer in your body the same way. You've stepped out of ordinary time and into something sacred, something eternal. That brief glance becomes a portal. It's hard to explain to others who haven't experienced it. But those who have know exactly what it means. Your thoughts stop racing. Your breath catches. Your senses heighten. In that instant, something sacred is happening. It's as if the universe pauses just long enough for your soul to receive a message, a download, a transfer. Something spiritual is being exchanged, even if no words are spoken. Some describe it as a kind of soul contract, a spiritual checkpoint, a recalibration of destiny. And once it's over, nothing feels the same. You might try to explain it, but you can't find the words. Because what happened didn't occur in the physical realm, it happened in the spiritual one. And it leaves a lasting imprint. You'll think about that moment weeks later, months later, maybe even years. And every time you do, a strange feeling will return. A reminder that for a brief instant, you touched something divine. And it changed you. Whether you wanted it to or not. 8. Something inside you will change permanently. You may not even realize it right away, but after looking into a chosen one's eyes, something inside you is altered forever. It's not just an emotional reaction, it's a spiritual recalibration. You might feel a strange sense of release, as if a burden you were never meant to carry has quietly lifted. Or you might feel disturbed, like a dormant truth inside you has just been stirred awake. Either way, the encounter leaves a mark. It's like fire brushing against your soul, nothing remains untouched. Some experience healing, the beginning of self-love, forgiveness, purpose. Others spiral first, because what was hidden must rise to the surface before it can be cleansed. This change may unsettle your relationships, your career, your desires, but it's not chaos, it's alignment. That one look realigns your inner compass. You can never go back to who you were, you've seen yourself. And now, your soul is demanding transformation. 9. You might be marked forever. When a chosen one locks eyes with you, and especially if they see you spiritually, it may ignite something ancient within you. You've been noticed. Not by man, but by God through his vessel. This is not random. It's not superstition. It's calling. From that moment forward, life shifts. You begin to notice synchronicities, angel numbers, recurring dreams, internal urgings. You may feel like reality is rearranging itself around you, and it is. Because once awakened, your soul starts rejecting anything that's not aligned. Old friendships fade, new mentors, visions, and divine instructions appear. It's like you've been summoned. But this calling demands the death of your former self. The ego, the masks, the false identity, all must fall. You've been marked, not for fame, but for purpose. And though the path may feel lonely at times, it is sacred. Because one divine gaze was all it took to activate your destiny. And now, there's no turning back. So, the next time you feel drawn to look deep into the eyes of a chosen one, pause. Are you ready to be seen? Are you ready to shed the lies? Are you ready to wake up? Because that one glance is more than curiosity, it's initiation. And once you cross that line, your spirit signs a contract your ego didn't read. This is the Chosen Seer channel. If this message hit your spirit like thunder, type 1111 in the comment section. You received this for a reason. You're not here by accident. Subscribe to this channel. because this isn't just information, it's activation. May your spirit remain sharp, and your soul stay ready. You've been warned. Don't gaze into the eyes of a chosen one, unless you're ready to change forever. Thank you for watching.